Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Gaynor.
I'm Office Bloke Aidan.
Here we are, all three of us.
Yep.
How a Nighthawk was shot down.
Oh, God.
I'm guessing a Nighthawk. He's what, F-117, does it say? He's an aircraft, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like a plane. As
You
opposed to
got
a
it?
helicopter. As opposed to a helicopter.
Yeah.
Helicopters are Black Hawk, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting
Black Hawk down.
confusing me. I'm not massively clued up on military aircraft.
No, neither.
Yeah, it's when people say to me,
We need
"Oh,
to
that's
get
a
Sam
Like,
in,
if someone
don't
said
we?
to you an F-117, I'd have no idea.
same." But if someone said to me, "Do you know what an F-117 is?" I would assume it was a military aircraft.
Yeah.
You know, just by the
Yeah,
way,
just
it's
because of the way it sounds.
F.
Yeah.
I don't know if that stands for fighter, because you get like the
could be.
F-18s or whatever they are and things like that, don't you? So
Well,
let's see what this is.
F1 and that's cars.
The
Yeah, well,
Nighthawk,
there is
the
that as
Nighthawk
well.
is a pretty cool name as well, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
I
How
saw
a
a
Nighthawk was
story
shot
about how
down.
it was shot down. I don't know.
Let's see what this is about.
It's the 27th of March, 1999. An F-117 Nighthawk tears through the dark,
Wow.
stormy skies.
Was that something from
low
Star
over the
Wars?
Serbian
It's like a
countryside.
stealth, isn't it?
The pilot is Lieutenant Colonel Daryl Zalko, and his mission is to bomb the command center of the Serbian Air Force in Belgrade. It's the headquarters of the force that's going to try and stop him on his mission tonight. Zalko's escorted by F-16 Vipers with missiles that can lock on and destroy enemy radar. As he approaches the Serbian border, he hears a command come over the radio.
This is Joint Forces Air Component Commander.
Because of the bad weather, the escorting Vipers are ordered to immediately turn back and return to base. He's on his own. If he's to make it home safely, he has to remain undetected. A ghost. Fortunately, he's in the most advanced operational fighter bomber that has ever flown. The Nighthawk's stealth capabilities make the 65-foot-long bomber appear on radar as if it was the size of a tennis ball, allowing it, so far, to go unchallenged in every mission. That is, every mission until this one. On the ground, an anti-air missile battery is waiting for him. It's under command of Lieutenant Colonel Zoltan Dani. Serbian spies have let him know that the enemy aircraft are coming, and he thinks today is his best chance to take down one of the elusive ghosts. Sweep the skies, Dani orders, and the P-18 early warning radar comes to life. They think at its lowest frequency it may be capable of detecting the enemy planes, but it also detects clouds and rain, resulting in a screen covered in fake signals. But looking closely, Dani sees something. One tiny dot moving through the masses of clouds. A tiny dot headed right towards them.
It's definitely like a movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just turn the volume up a tiny little bit.
Yeah, can do. What, like this is, or like...
Yeah. This has got like the what's it for a movie?
But it's still based on a real story, though, isn't
yeah,
it?
no, but I'm saying it's like proper, like just watching like a movie. That
Yeah, it's-
what you would
It's
what
kind
you
of what it's made into, like a mini-movie.
yeah, correct.
Uključen je. Imamo 20 sekundi. Nema cilja. Nema cilja. Nastavi da tražiš cilj.
Zalko's Nighthawk speeds towards its objective. The computer preparing the drop.
Hajdemo opet. F1 I F2, traži cilj.
Dani double checks the low frequency radar. He can see the target. It's right in front of them. But he needs the SAM radar to get a lock.
Nema cilja.
The men scan the sky just as instructed,
Nema cilja.
yet the screens remain dead. But then, Zalko opens his bomb bay, increasing the Nighthawk's radar signature just at the wrong moment.
Imam ga. Fi-2 prati cilj.
Fi-1 pratim cilj.
Lansiraj.
Two missiles fire off the launcher in quick succession. Streaking across the sky, Zalko drops his bombs. They follow the path designated by the laser and explode. He soars past the target. It's another mission success, and he ascends to 6 kilometers. But a few seconds later, his cockpit is filled with the wail of an urgent alarm, and his controls light up. It's a lock alert. Almost at the same time, he sees the two missiles illuminate the clouds below him and then break through. They're coming right at him. He immediately breaks into evasive maneuvers. He pulls his aircraft up to try and escape, He's pushed into his seat as he ascends, as the aircraft screams more warnings at him. The F-117 has no chaff, so with the missile locked on, it's entirely on the pilot's actions to try and evade the threat.
Can you imagine being that pilot?
I know.
Oh mate.
Oh, just
Squeaky
knowing you're
bum
being
time.
chased. You're being chased by
Missiles
missiles
are
and
like
locked
the
on.
maddest thing, really.
Yeah.
Just follows the
Yeah.
target.
Yeah, these surface-to-air missiles and things like that. We come out with the guided missiles. Just the technology they've got now behind any missiles like this is just ridiculous.
I know, right?
You know, it's when you sort of like when you watch movies, I always think, do you think that could be real? And then I see like military stuff, and I think, it's real.
It is.
It
Yeah.
can be.
Yeah, but you must be shitting yourself, right?
Oh, God,
You would
yeah.
be.
Right, you probably the adrenaline running through your blood on that. Whoa, imagine.
Time slows. He knows it's over.
They got me.
These are proximity missiles and should detonate near the aircraft. Somehow the first missile malfunctions and races by his canopy.
Oh, imagine.
The second missile, though, doesn't malfunction. It explodes, sending out a cloud of sharp shrapnel that perforates the left wing of his Nighthawk. The entire left side is blasted to pieces, illuminating the night sky a fiery orange. The aircraft immediately loses control and is thrown into a wild spin. As the plane spins, Zalko is pinned to his seat and experiences severe G-forces. The spin increases in violence. Flashing warnings illuminate his controls, and a bright flame shines through the cockpit windows. As the landscape spins around him, he knows he's in a critical situation. Even ejection might prove fatal, but it's his only choice. He fights 7 Gs of force, 100 pounds pulling up on each of his arms. Fueled by adrenaline, he gets hold of the ejection handles and pulls. In the blink of an eye, the canopy is blasted away, and his seat rockets out of the cockpit. For 1.5, almost eternal seconds, Zalko free falls through the air, stuck to his chair. He's barely conscious, and he thinks that the seat's still inside the plane and that the ejection seat has malfunctioned. But then, he feels the tug of the opening parachute and sees his burning Nighthawk tumbling away into the night.
Now he has to land in Serbia.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to come over to him. What are you doing, mate?
Who are you? It's I'm guessing this was the Balkan Wars. This is all going down on when it was all kicking off in Bosnia and Serbia and all that kind of stuff. But imagine the technology that's available on that aircraft. That if the enemy capture it as well.
This is 1999 as
Yeah,
well.
that's what I'm saying. They want out. Is that when it was 99?
Yeah, it's what it said before.
Yeah.
I'm baffled that he didn't press the eject button before the missile hit him.
You might miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you
Yeah,
know
but
what I mean?
what if it hit the plane and then he died instantly?
Someone will have to let us know, but I think they're trained to try and get the aircraft into an area where it's not recoverable, or if it is going to be recovered, it's like in other territory where it's going to be safer to get that aircraft back, because they need that technology. And if the enemy get that technology, it kind of like opens you up a little bit to what they know about, what you're doing.
The violence of the spinning wreck is replaced by a total calm. Zalko breathes heavily as he takes it all in. He's alive, but then another thought hits him.
Man, Mom is not gonna be happy about this.
He knows the enemy are going to be searching for him. If he can't fall to the ground unseen, he can still get rescued and get back home with no further complications. But then he looks up. He notices his parachute is bright orange. He might as well be waving a flare. With his hopes of going unseen dashed, he takes out a survival radio to report he's alive and well.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Vega 3-1. Vega 3-1 going down.
To his massive relief, the mayday is heard.
Vega 3-1, Magic copies your mayday. Last position?
Vega 3-1. Last position in aircraft. Point after target.
Zalko sees a ditch from above. He doesn't get to say much more before hitting the ground. He's now alone, deep behind enemy lines. Zalko runs for the ditch he saw on the way down. He quickly paints himself with mud and tries to hide as he awaits rescue. News of the downed plane quickly spreads. Serbians waste no time and rapidly initiate a search. All around him, the activity gains momentum as more and more men appear. Men of the Serbian army comb the area, gradually joined by local policemen and civilians as the news spreads. Everybody wants to find him. Flashlights illuminate the fields and trucks roll past on the nearby highway. Zalko can do nothing but sit and pray. Then he hears a rustle in the undergrowth getting louder. Just outside his ditch, someone is searching. He stays still and quiet like a rock, quieting his breath. He hears panting and snuffling. It's a dog. Slowly and carefully, Zalko pulls out his knife. The dog gets closer.
Not the dog.
He weighs his options. Should he kill the dog?
Innit?
If he did, could he do it silently? He finally makes up his mind to spare the dog, reasoning that if he did kill it, the owner would be quick to follow. Then, to Zalko's massive relief, the dog turns, jumps up, and leaves.
Shit dog, who's not doing his job?
The radio crackles to life.
Sandy 01, Vega 3-1, over.
Zalko's eyes go wide. They're here.
Go ahead, Sandy 01. Over.
Vega 3-1, is it okay to come down there?
Zalko doesn't respond. He peeks out of his hiding spot, searching the area for threats. Flashlights shine in the distance.
Vega 3-1, if you don't answer, we're gonna try this later.
He makes his decision.
Yeah, okay. Let's go for it.
Zalko turns on his infrared strobe. As a chopper races into the area, but the strobe fails, and the helicopter can't see him. He curses his luck and desperately checks for threats. He has a backup, but it's nowhere near as subtle. But it's now or never. Zalko makes a quick decision and pops a flare. Bright light spills all around him and illuminates the area, pointing out his position for the rescue helicopter and the enemy alike.
There he is.
The helicopter sweeps in rapidly as the enemy also closes in. At the same time, in the distance, flashlights from enemy patrols are all pointed towards the flare. But then another transmission comes through the radio.
Snuff your flare. It blinds our night vision.
Thinking quickly, Zalko rushes to take the flare and dunk it in the mud, just as the rescue helicopter comes in to land right in front of him, and is greeted by an American rescue team.
I thought they were Serbians then.
Yeah.
How you feeling, sir?
Great. Now let's get out of here.
The field is blasted with wind as a helicopter rises up into the air and exits a scene with just seconds to spare before the enemy spills over the landing site. Zoltan Dani and his crew, to this day, remain the only team to have downed a stealth aircraft in combat. When talking about the incident, Dani would later say, "When it hit, it felt very good."
Kao da ste postigli pobednički gol na fudbalskoj utakmici.
The US didn't destroy the wreck, and the Serbian forces salvaged the mortally wounded Nighthawk unimpeded. And today, you can still see pieces of Zalko's aircraft in the Museum of Aviation in Belgrade. Zalko always expressed a desire to find the man who shot him down and congratulate him. He finally got his wish in 2011, just 12 years after the incident.
The end of the 20th century was packed with unforgettable military stories. Here's another one. What many call the last tank battle of the century.
I guess they're both just doing the job at the end of the day,
Yeah.
wasn't they?
It's fighting
You know?
for your countries,
Yeah,
aren't you?
yeah.
Exactly.
Both employed by the army or whatever, or I don't know, whatever it may be, what division you're in. But it's just doing the job at the end of the day. Not nothing personal.
No, no.
Got to do it so you could meet someone and say,
exactly.
"Congratulations, you almost got me."
Yeah.
Dunno.
Almost.
Yeah, It's you clip my wing.
Not quite enough though.
You clip my wing, but no.
That first one needed to hit as well, mate.
That's what you say, wouldn't you? Banter with him, wouldn't you? Just go, he's not quite good enough, are you? And I got away.
Yeah, but then you realise the thing that he drops might have killed his mates and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And then he adopted the dog.
Yeah. That's the film, right? Yeah. I wonder if there was a film about that.
Yeah, definitely, could definitely be one.
Yeah. It's people would know. I mean, we're not big movie buffs, so we don't know. But I thought they were very undetectable. Them aircraft. Them stealth.
It's mad how you
like
just
that.
put one missile down to shoot and then it's detectable.
Just shows you on detection. Yeah. Yeah. Great. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed that as well. Don't forget like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Cheers.